We need your phone.
Oh, you gotta do the intro.
Yeah, I'm about to. Move over a little bit. I feel like we're not centered.
Alright.
That's good. Yeah, that looks better, more professional. You agree? Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey YouTube, so it's iBREBEAUTY back with another video. Today I have a special guest, my lovely husband. Yeah, I'll be seeing him sometimes, like, you know, in little snippets or whatever. So today we're gonna do a video on advice for young married couples. We're gonna go through 5 tips. We're gonna, you know, go into depth and talk about each topic. These things I came up with because I feel like they are, you know, the key to a successful marriage. Us being young, I feel like we learned a lot about each other, and these things really, you know, are like the top things that we just feel like
People should know.
right. People should know. So one says you have to actually want to be with that person through everything. Not just love them, but actually like them as a person. You cannot change someone who doesn't want to change themselves. If you can't see yourself building with that person, to be honest, you shouldn't be with them. And always, the key is to love yourself. I just feel like, you know, being young nowadays, not to be hypocritical, but a lot of men don't really want titles with women. They'll want to reap the benefits from having a woman like a wife or a girlfriend, but they don't want to give them the title as a girlfriend or a wife. Us as women, that's what, you know, most of us feel like we need. Being in a marriage, you not only want to love that person, but like that person, like who they are as a person. You don't want to wake up every day and then, you know, you can't really find things to do together to, you know, connect and stuff like that. So I just feel like, I think it's a key point, definitely, to like that person. So this is number 2.
Communication. Don't stay silent. Communicate. The worst thing is misunderstanding a situation and it leading to something that it shouldn't have been. Even when you argue, don't go to sleep mad at each other without talking about the situation. Learn how to solve issues together and come to an agreement. In my opinion, I feel like this one is really, really key, because like being able to communicate with your significant other, I feel the number one thing, because you can have a lot of stuff in your heart and never speak it or even like, you know, express it to the person that you're with, and then y'all walk around with contentment, you know, and then it's a lot of like, I guess, guessing in a sense, you know, and you don't want to guess in a marriage. You want to know what's going on. You want to know how to maneuver with each other. You got to really be able to talk things through also, like, you know, and talking doesn't mean yelling or like screaming at one another. You know, you can literally sit down and have a cordial conversation and come to an agreement together, you know. So communication is definitely a big key in marriage.
You know, sometimes, especially through text, you could say something and you could read it the wrong way. That can lead to unnecessary issues that didn't even have to happen. You know, I don't know how couples would go like a whole day and just have like a hey, bye conversation and, you know, don't even talk to the next day, and that's cool to them. But not us. We communicate throughout the day. You know, he always let me know what he doing. I always let him know what I'm doing. And, you know, I just feel like that's helped us, and we've always communicated anyway, so it was never an issue. So yeah. So number 3 is trust. You have to build trust and know that your lover wants to be with you and only you. It is the best feeling. Trust is definitely something that you have to work towards. You just have to know that that person that you're with is the only person you want to be with. That's the only person you think about, the only person you want to build with, experience with. Once you know that, that's all you're going to want to do.
And trust is not just only like in like situations like that, you know, you gotta trust each other financially, you gotta trust each other like, you know, mentally, that this person has your best interest at heart in every aspect of the marriage, relationship, whatever it may be, you know. You gotta know how to really, even, and you know, we're all human beings, so you might have those thoughts in your head where it's like, damn, like I wonder what's going on, you know, and shit like that. And that's just realistic, like we're humans, you understand? But you gotta know that, nah, I trust this person. This is the person that I'm giving my all to, and I know she's giving me her all, so I'm gonna just ride with her and we're gonna go from there. You know?
We good over here.
Number 4 is patience. Big one too.
Key.
Right. What people gotta realize is like you two are two different human beings. You won't agree on everything. The longer you're with someone, the more you will learn about each other, likes and dislikes. You know what to do and what not to do, what to say and what not to say in certain situations. But patience is definitely a very big key. Especially with like in our relationship, for me, I had to learn that. Like, you know, like early on, and I'm still learning it too because I definitely don't have patience all the time. But I try my best to get better. Us as men, sometimes we may get angry and we might just lash out and just say something and not realize like the ramifications that your words might have, and that your words are life and it can damage somebody's heart and soul, you know, and you got to be careful with the person that you love, and you want to protect her soul and protect her. You don't want to make her feel downtrodden and, you know, like hurt based off of something that you said, and then now you got to be an idiot and go and apologize now, you know, it because you were a dickhead or whatever. But, you know, you just got to be patient in every situation, even with your kids too. Patience.
We know each other better now, so we know like what to do, what not to do. We know what can upset each other, what, you know, is good for us. Last one is be spontaneous. After a while, your life can turn into a continuous routine, and there can be lack of excitement, especially when you have kids. Try new things together, go on dates, be creative, give each other compliments, etc. I wrote this down because, you know, when you with somebody for years, sometimes you come to a halt where you just feel like, all right, it's just a routine. Like everything is just the same, wake up, do the same things every day. What I can say about us is that we definitely show affection to each other. And I feel like that's important in a relationship also. Especially being a woman, we want to feel loved by our significant other. You know, we want that touch and that random slap on the butt or something like that, or that random kiss. Like, we love little things like that. It's the little things, to be honest.
Us as men, sometimes we get lazy, you know. Romance is not something that you just do when you're first initially trying to get this woman. You know, you have to maintain it throughout the whole of your relationship. And I learned that from a lot of OGs, you know, just talking to them and picking their brain and shit like that. So, you know, and that goes for women too. Like, that don't mean, you know, because, you know, you're a lady, like, you don't gotta be romantic too. You know, you can do stuff like that too, you know. And she definitely does do that. So keep the flame burning, keep that love growing, you know, keep it ignited. You know, that's how you know something is real too. Like, if you lose your spontaneity for a person, it's like, you know, it's like it becomes lackluster. Like, your relationship just like, you just there for what? You know, you gotta always make them feel special. Every day should be a new day.
Have a date night, have somebody watch the kids for a night or whatever. Even sometimes like he'll just, you know, be upstairs with his cousins and we just take that time to like watch a movie or, you know, make dinner together or something like that, just to, you know, spend time with each other. As I said, it's the little things. Just something to keep that love connection that, you know that you guys have. You need to keep that going. That's our 5 tips. Hopefully these tips help somebody out there. Just to say, he is 27, I'm 24. So we're fairly young. We've been together for a while, so we know each other well. So for the second part of the video, we're gonna do a questionnaire where we answer questions about each other, about our marriage and stuff like that. So I think we have about 6 questions. So yeah, we're gonna get started on that. Let's get it.
Is how long have you been together / married?
We've been together for 7 years. I was 17, he was 20. He liked them young, you know what I'm saying? I always say that. But yeah, we've been together for 7 years and we've been married for going on 2 years. August 17th will be 2 years, our 2-year anniversary. So it's going by so fast. Like, you know, like we just got married. But we feel like we've been married forever because we already knew that we wanted to be with each other, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's good to find your soulmate young.
Number 2, what led you to know that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with each other? So bad, peep this, right? I remember, alright, so I'm gonna give you 2 parts to this story, right? So first, I'm gonna give you the first initial encounter that made me know that I was gonna marry this girl regardless to it. So we met each other the first day on Kings Highway in Brooklyn, New York. You feel me? Kings Highway and Avenue H to be exact, right? So we went, the whole day we went to get Chinese food, and we ended up going to a park and stuff like that, just kicking and talking or whatever. And then when she was leaving, she was literally the first girl that ever just like grabbed me and kissed me. So I already knew like that was mad special, you feel me? Like I always tell her that too, always speak about that. And then just, you know, just after like just building a relationship with her, you know, and then having a kid with her and shit like that, and actually spending time and getting to know her as a person and as an individual, I just grew more in love with her, you know. And then how she is as a mother, the best mom ever. My son, literally, shows it every day. Like, you know, like he's in love with his mother, and you know that warms my soul to know that he feels that love from her. So I know, like, you know, there's nothing that we have to worry about in that regard. You know, and as a wife also, like, you know, she's a great wife. She does what she has to do at home, you know, makes me happy, keeps me satisfied in every way, you know. So I love my wife to death. I love her, trust me.
That was so sweet. As he said, that first situation, I was gonna say that too. That's crazy that he said that. We did meet in April, and then we made it official in May. So we was like, chop chop, like, what are we waiting for? We decided to start dating and stuff like that. So from there, it's just history.
Genuinely, I feel like our relationship is not work. Like, it's not like I don't know how to explain it, but some relationships seem like they have to work for it. Like, they have to put a lot
like
of
ours is just natural.
It's just natural. It just flows, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like an even flow. It doesn't, like, you know, sometimes, as you said, like, you might have your times where you're off kilter a little bit. Like, and then we might not always feel the best every day, but, you know, like, it might be days where she might not be in the best of moods, or I might not be in the best of moods, but we still try to make it to where it never affects our home or our relationships. You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's just
like our son sees us genuinely happy. That's because we genuinely are happy. There's no mask in this relationship. There's no putting up a front. There's no, you know, trying to look happy for social media and family and stuff like that. We are genuinely happy. Like, I remember those days where, you know, when I used to live with my mom and when we first started dating, like, I had no filter. Like, we would be on the couch chilling, like, just laid up, kissing and stuff. Like, we were just so into each other, and we still are, you know, and that's what keeps us going. Like, we just generally have that natural bond, that natural connection. So I am blessed to have this man sitting next to me. He is the best. So yeah, we just gonna build, okay? We have our own place now. We in Georgia, we have our own place. And it's just going up from here. Black power.
Next question. What do you dislike most about each other? I'm gonna let you go first.
Why I gotta go first?
Nah, I want to hear this right here. It's actually a hard question. I would say dislike is like the wrong adjective. I would say like probably like what bothers you the most about me. I guess.
The most?
Yeah.
Something that you do that bothers me. It's nothing crazy. It's the smallest thing. But I think you know what I'm about to say.
Honestly, I don't remember.
You smiling, you know what I'm
No, I want to hear it right now. I want to hear it.
I just told you about it like the other day. So when he's in the bathroom, you see, you see this luscious beard. Give them a close up. You see that right there? And he takes so like.
Oh my God, this is hilarious.
He takes the best care of it, y'all. I promise. He got his whole beard, routine, shea moisture routine. He got the balm to wash, everything. But when he's in the bathroom and he comb it out and he be like combing it, making faces and all that, he leaves all the little trickles of hair in the sink. When I tell y'all, he never.
Nah, I do sometimes.
When, babe?
Like, I'll say 3 out of 10 times. I'll wipe. I'll say one thing that I do dislike sometimes. I won't say dislike that bothers me sometimes. Sometimes she can be a little naggy sometimes when she's ready. A little naggy, a little. She'll know, cause if she start asking me shit or like something like that, and I start like giving that like that look or like that, all right, bro, like don't lie. Okay. Then she'll chill. You feel me? So that's why I said it's not really much that she does. Honestly, that bothers me. It's really nothing. Honestly, everybody has their annoying ways sometimes. Even I know I annoy her sometimes too. So yeah. It's just like that. You gotta give and take that in a relationship.
That's what I'm saying. You have to just know how that person is. Like, you just gotta deal with certain stuff. Like, nobody is perfect. We are different people. So we have different likes, we have different dislikes. We do certain things that each other don't do. So yeah. He don't like people to ask him questions.
It's not even about asking questions.
You get one question. You get one question. Once you on the second one, it's a wrap.
This is how it goes, right? If you ask me a question, all right, I'm gonna give you the satisfaction to answer that question. You get a 2-question minimum max, depending on who you are. Because some people don't even get that one question answered, honestly. She gets at least, I'll give her at least 3. 3. Once you pass that 3 threshold, all right, we about to get annoyed. If you have a disagreement that leads to an argument, how would you go about resolving this issue? Honestly, I feel like we do a great job of, like, if we have an argument or a disagreement, talking about it. For the most part, it might not be right then and there, but sometime throughout the day before we go to sleep, we're gonna talk about it. You feel me? Like, I feel like that's important because you never want to let the sun rise on your wrath, and that means, like, you know, like you go to sleep mad and then wake up the next day and you still mad. Like that don't make sense, you know. Like, I feel like we're mature enough adults where we can talk about a situation and get through it and get over it and move forward. And honestly, once we talk about it, it's literally like it never happened again. Honestly, like we just move past it, you know. Yeah, and I
we
guess
learn from our mistakes.
Right, you know. So like that, I feel like that's really, really important. You feel me? And never go to sleep mad at you. Like, God forbid you die in your sleep. Or something. You know, you never had that opportunity to say I'm sorry and say, yo, babe, you know, forgive me, or you know, like I don't even want to be mad at you no more. You know,
we don't really like
argue like that. Honestly,
we really don't like.
Not
we may come to right. We may come to like disagreements or whatever, or like feel like things should be a little bit different, but like we don't argue like that much.
We're never yelling at each other.
We respect each other. Right. We respect each other's space. We respect each other's time. So that's just how we manage. As I said, we've been together for 7 years. So when you are together for those amount of years, you have to see growth. If you don't see growth, right, after a couple years, maybe you shouldn't be with that person. Like, you know, you just have to really be for that person, and that's about it.
Where do you see yourself as a couple in 5 to 10 years?
In the next 5 to 10 years, I would say we would definitely be in a house, financially stable. Now that we have 2 kids, that is no doubt about that. Like, that has to happen. Good careers. Me personally, I want to have my own business, so I want to have that up and running and successful. Our kids to be great. But I see us continuing to be happy and together, obviously. Nothing can come between that. So once we have that foundation, which I know that we will always have, then we will be good, because, you know, we make our decisions based on each other. Like, you know, it's never him just making a decision and me not having no input. You know what I'm saying? Like, we work together on everything. So yeah, we gonna be good.
By the grace of God, in good health, good spirits.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, alive. Honestly, I feel like in 5 to 10 years,
shoot.
we honestly, I feel like we could be rich in 5 to 10 years. And I don't even say I don't even have
Let's
to be
speak that, babe. Let's speak that.
Right,
exactly.
You know,
let's speak that into existence. We're going to be rich in 5 to 10 years. We speaking that, okay? You gotta manifest. You have to speak to the universe. The universe will respond back to you. So that's what we're doing, okay?
Opportunities are far and in between out there, so we still have a lot of time to go. This year ain't even over yet, so you know, like, definitely. But as I said, definitely still happy in love, you know, together as a unit, moving as one, trusting each other, trusting in God, of course, because that's the main thing. Like, believing in God and trusting in God, people might take it as like a cliche or like something that, you know, people just do because it's quote unquote. But no, that is something that I genuinely and she genuinely believes is real. Like, you know, having God in the midst of your marriage and relationships and in your home in general, like, because we pray, you know, I teach my son how to pray, like, you know, like, I grew up in church, so like, I definitely hold that firm that God is the center of everything, and without him we can't do anything, and that's true. You know, without him we wouldn't even be alive today. You know, keep God first in everything you do. Trust him.
And he has came through for us.
Every situation.
Literally. Like, whatever hard time we had that we thought was so hard, God is always, like, he always blessed us. He always made a way for us to get, you know, through it together. Whatever he got planned for us is already set. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we just going down through our journey now, but he has a plan for us.
All right, the last question is, are you genuinely happy in your marriage and why?
Obviously we are. I love everything about him. I may sound a little crazy, but sometimes I just be staring at him. I just be like, damn, like, you know, just to see his growth and where we came, like, it's just really inspirational. Definitely,
I'm genuinely happy in my marriage. It's the best feeling ever. To know that you got somebody 100% and they got your back 100%. You feel me? To know that y'all in this together through thick and thin. And that's the same thing we said when we was getting married, that, you know what? No matter what, whether it's good or bad, rain or storm, we're going to be in it together. We're going to get through it together. You feel me? And I, as she said, I genuinely love this woman with all my heart. You feel me? With all my heart.
He better.
So, in marriage,
Nothing is not perfect.
Right, that's why it took death in part, in richness and poorness, and sickness and in health, in every aspect of a dynamic of a relationship you can have, or in life in general. You gotta be wanting to be there. If you don't want to be there, then it would never work. You feel me? Two people have to genuinely say, you know what, this is what I'm gonna lock into, and we're gonna focus on this and do this together. You feel me? And I promise you, God will flourish you in the best ways possible. Since we've been in Georgia, we moved twice from just upgrading. We've had 2 cars, upgrading, so like we're about to be on our 2nd kid now. I've had probably 3 jobs since then. And that's not a bad thing because each job has gotten better in the, progression. And this last one now is going to be a good one too.
And it came right on time.
Right. So like everything is going in the right path and the right way that it needs to. So just trust God, everybody.
Come on.
Say what's up.
I just said.
I ain't hear
You miss us? You miss us, don't you? That's why you keep coming in.
Why y'all not done yet then?
Because we got a lot to talk about. We about to finish it right now, literally.
No, you're not.
Yes, we are.
This is Aaron.
Right.
Our first son. Who's
Come
5,
on, let them see you. Y'all already saw him.
And
Y'all
baby Amir in here.
Y'all see him on my channel. Oh, baby. Y'all see him on my channel too. Hey, what's up? Yeah. All right, you want to end the video with us then? Okay, so, yeah, that's the end of this video.
Finally.
I basically came up with this idea for other young Black couples like us to just, get some information. Hopefully it can help you guys out, if you're going through anything, if you feel like you need advice. I'm the girl for that. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Ooh, it's at 45 minutes. It's all right. I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna get it down to like maybe half of that. Make sure you like, comment a yellow heart if you truly enjoyed this video. I really like to, talk to you guys in the comment section and stuff like that. Yeah, subscribe, share this with your family, with your friends. And I will see y'all in the next video. Say bye.
Bye.
Oh my God, here they go.